Okay, today we'll be opening up this used Bosch oil filter, number 3421. And I got this used Bosch oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Matt from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Matt. This oil filter was in service for 5,202 miles and came off of Matt's father's 2015 Volkswagen Jetta S. Yep, over the 2.0 liter engine, which now has 85,049 miles. He was using Castrol Edge 5W40 full synthetic oil during this period. Let's open up this used Bosch oil filter and see how it looks. So let's get started.
This is a pour. You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your inner here, filtration right here.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Day code 27727, and this is a sticker here, and over here we got country of origin Mexico. Okay, and this filter has 7 inlet holes. Looks to be a nitro rubber anti-drain back valve, metal core with louvers, bypass valve down there at the dome end, 4 grooves there for threads, and a nitro rubber gasket. It's pretty thick. I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Yeah, it looks pretty thick. Okay, let's open this filter up. Okay, not too much oil. That's good. And drain back valve. Yeah, it looks like it covers up the inlet holes real nice. Sits in there nicely. Because I had a Q-tip sticking through one of the inlet holes here to drain the oil. But the base plate looks nice. And drain back valve. Yeah, that looks nice. No slits, doesn't look deformed in any way. Gets on there nice. Okay, the filter element. Okay, we got bypass valve right here. Little excess glue. Pretty clean on this side. And a little excess glue here too on the sides. Right here, excess glue. Yeah, filter looks a little sloppy. I don't see the seam here though. This is it probably right here. Looks like a glued seam right there. Let's look at it up close. I don't see any tears. Yeah, filter media looks okay. A little wavy in a couple spots, but I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. Yeah, that's the seam. Okay, and this filter is a high, and I'm getting these specs off of BoschAutoParts.com. It's a high glass blended media with a micron rating of 99% at 20 microns. Okay, so everything looks good here. I don't see any tears or anything. Just excess glue. And you got a stamp leaf spring, which has a nice curve to it. There's no oil in here at all. Look at that. That's pretty clean in there. Yep. It's real clean. And I'll put the thickness of this can up on the screen. Okay, now let's get the width of this filter element. Pretty wide one. Okay, 3.89 inches wide minus 1/10 of an inch. Okay, well let me look at this a little bit better, but yeah, I don't see any tears or anything. It's a little stiff. Let me cut this filter open, squeeze it out and stretch it out and see what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, and here's this Bosch filter all stretched out. And this filter is 53.5 inches long. Okay, now let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.64 millimeters thick. Okay, this is the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at this filter media under a microscope, you're going to see that the light doesn't really want to come through. There's got to be a lot of soot and dirt, carbon inside this filter media. So I took two pictures. I got one picture of the light trying to come through from the bottom, and I got one picture for the light shining on top. So let's take a look at that picture. So you can see some carbon particles on this filter media itself, but I think a lot of it's inside. So, you know, this has got a pretty good micron rating of 99% at 20 microns. So a lot of well, let's take a look at it up close. So you can't really see much on the surface, but the filter media is really dark. And it's not letting light come through. So I'm saying it's all inside the filter media itself. A little spot right here, carbon, right here in the edges. And some of it's in the seams here. But otherwise it all looks pretty good. Now let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So I think the anti-drain back valve was doing its job. If you look at it here, look at it, fits really nice. It's not deformed in any way. So that all looks good. And this base plate's a nice base plate. You got a lot of grooves here for threads. Big inlet holes. So that all looks good. Gasket. You can see where this side was sitting against the block. See a little like ridge there. And stamp leaf spring held its, it's got a nice curve to it, so that didn't get flattened out or anything. And the can's a good size. I had it sitting like this. Let's see what that is. Is that anything? I can't even get my hands in there, but that looks pretty clean in there. It's a tall filter can. Yeah, that all looks good in there. And we got louvers, so let's check these louvers out. Yeah, you can see they're opened up. Yeah, I mean, some of them probably got some oil inside of them. Yeah, that all looks good. So I think this Bosch filter did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? And again, I want to thank Matt for sending me this used Bosch oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Thanks for watching and take care.